Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Let's jump in and teach how to play Canvas. Canvas is an art design game where you only have 2 available actions on a turn. The first available action is you may take a card from the row of cards here, and that would go into your hand, and you can have a maximum of 5 cards. Now, if you don't want the first card and say you want to take a card down, you can spin these inspiration tokens, and you're going to have a number of these based on the player count when the game starts. And that's fine. You put an inspiration token on each one that you do not want up to the card that you do want to take. When you take that card, it goes in your hand, and everything else shifts down, and it would fill in the row. Now, on your turn, if you wanted to take a card that has an inspiration token, say I want to take this one, I could spend 1 to skip the first one. Then I would gain this card, and the inspiration token would go into my supply. This would go into my hand, and everything would shift down for the next player. So that's the first possible action you have, which is take a card. The second possible action you have is to take these cards that you've been gaining into your hand, and you can take 3 of them and place them inside one of your palettes. Now, the way you place them is going to be fairly strategic because, as you can see here, based on what you play, different symbols and icons will pop up. So, I'm going to place these 3 in here in this way, and it will give me Whimsical Obstacle and give me these available ones down here. Now, let's say I utilize the same 3 cards, but I put them in a different order. Let's say I did something like this. I'm just trying to get something different. And I'll put these back in, and I'm going to get different artwork and a different name. Now I have Imminent Obstacle, and I have different icons across the bottom here. When I complete one of these, and you complete 3 of these in a game, I'm going to score them based on these cards. And there are a ton of different of these cards for a different variety in the game. And each game you can choose different ones randomly. So these are the ones that are not included in the game. And they give you clarifications on the back. But what you're looking for, did my painting have one of each of these icons? If it did, I gain a ribbon. And this one, my icon I was looking for was 2 triangles. If I did, I get a green ribbon. And you'll be collecting these ribbons if you meet these qualifications. And I'll do a little bit more strategic if I was picking cards out, not just showing you how they would match up these better. And you will gain these ribbons. After you play the game and you're done with your 3 paintings, then you're out of the game and you're finished. Everybody will complete 3. And then you will look to see how many ribbons that you were able to gain. In this case, if I were to get 3 of these red ribbons, then I would get 13 points. If I only got 1, I would get 4. And then you would look at your green ribbons. Okay, I got 2 green ribbons, I would get 7 points. But if I had got 4, I would get 16. And you add up all of these. Now, you're going to have these gray ones, which will be a little bit different. They're worth 2 each. And what you're going to see is tiles like this. You'll see this down here. That will tell you, hey, for this symbol, you're going to get for this symbol right here, you're going to get a gray ribbon for it. So those work a little bit different, getting those gray ribbons. And it depends on the cards that you'll play. Otherwise, 3 paintings, whoever gets the most points will be the winner of the game. You'll add it up at the end, and you will be the best artist.